Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. We are keeping it going, y'all, with the Black Ink Crew recaps. So definitely make sure if you're not yet part of the family that you go ahead and subscribe. You know, some other shows that we're going to be doing is going to be Power. We're also going to be doing Baddies. I'm thinking about doing Krishan and what you call it, and Blueface, because it's such a toxic love story that I have a feeling it's going to be freaking spicy. So we might just give it a try, see if we like it or whatever, but I have a feeling it's gonna be good. Should I do Krishan and what you call it? Should I do a review on that one? I'm kind of feeling like, being a relationship coach, certified and everything, it is kind of pulling me towards it, so we can kind of look at a few things and also just see the ratchetness, I ain't going front. I'm no better than anybody else as far as when it comes to loving the spicy, juicy, the drama, getting that dopamine rush, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's go in. Speaking of dopamine rushes, we definitely got a little something in this one, but it looks like it's going to drag on to the next one. But let's talk about it, what we saw so far. So Puma, Teddy, Cesar, they have a little, the triad meeting where they're talking about, just this whole boot camp situation that they're going to be doing. And they're all in Orlando right now. The crew, they're going to be showing off their skills, kind of like survival of the fittest. Who is really ready to possibly have their own shop and things like that. So Bae realized that, they have come a long way. Like, her first trip with them was in 2017, and it was almost like a hostel, like where, you had the bunk beds and all that. Like, it definitely wasn't the same way that it is now. Like, now they got like their own house and stuff like that for the females, and the dudes have their own situation, which is crazy. That means you're spending bread because you're not even having just one place, you having multiple places. So you can definitely see how, just looking at them and looking at their teeth and their bodies and all kind of stuff, you could definitely see the difference between then and now. Money does change people, and it also gives you the opportunity to elevate yourself, better yourself, and do things that you might not have been able to do with a lower amount of income. So Spyder and Buck, they still not cool. They still having their issues. Buck is still, hiding and denying and saying it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? He's making sure that he says that he don't know how this female knew all the things that she knew, but he didn't tell her all of those things. He told her some things, but not everything, But he's like, so you really gonna sit here and say you didn't divulge the information to her, somebody that you knew for only 2 months? And he's like, not everything. Like, so how did she find out? How did she find out? She would look through your phone? Did you have it in your notes? You gave her your password? Like, I don't get it. At some point, even if you was inebriated, you don't remember, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no other way that she would know this information that's privileged, private information that someone told you without you giving that information to her. So, from there, Spyder's just like, yo, we're good. Like, he's done, as far as the friendship. He's like, yo, I brought you into this, and that's the way you gonna do me? Like, nah, we're done. Like, after that moment, like, everything was squashed. Sometimes time heals all wounds, like Cesar was trying to say, because look at how far him and Puma have come after their big blowout. They was about to kill each other and whatnot. But look, now they're back being brothers and things like that. So, it is possible at times, sometimes in the heat of the moment. I know there have been people that I've been like, you're dead to me. No. I wouldn't say that. I've been like, you know what? I despise them. I don't look at them the same. But I have, over time, been able to have at least a decent relationship with them. But it's like, it'll never be the same. Like, we not going to be on no brothers, sister level. We're not going to be on no sisters level or whatever else, because for me, I'm going to always look at you like, damn, you betrayed me, so now I got to watch you. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is. You be lucky if I let you back into my space. If I let you back into my space, yeah, you just gotta count your blessings for real, because I could be one of those. So I related to Spyder when he was saying, like, what, there's no coming back from this. He don't even want to hear anything from him. So at that point, while, Cesar was about to put on some, he was about to give some motivational speech, throw some gems on it. and say, you know, time heals all wounds, and finish it up with something else inspirational. All of a sudden you see Tatiana walk into the door, and it's just like, and she's like, hey, you know, and everything was so tense. And yeah, Cesar was just like, I don't remember inviting you. You know, he was just like super shady, just like super direct. And I'm like, dang, girl, like, maybe you should have called first, you know? Feel the vibe. Read the room, sis, because this ain't it. And Cesar, yo, he was being super shady. He was saying something like, she was like, oh, well, I was taking a mental health day. Why didn't you call me? And he's like, I have more important things to do. I don't need to be worried about an apprentice. And I'm like, dang, you really like, dang. She went from manager to apprentice. And it's like all the managerial work that she does means nothing. And that's crazy how, just kind of thinking about it, just in a life aspect, like you could do so much for people. And, you know, the moment you can't, or the moment things switch, it's like that, all that means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they will look at you for whatever bad thing that you did, you know, regardless to if you did so many things. And that's kind of like what I said earlier, you know, how I can just kind of cut somebody off and just not really look at them the same. Like you could have did so many amazing things, but you betrayed me. Baby, like, I don't respect you. I don't look at you the same way. So it seems like that's like, you know, that's kind of like the theme of the whole thing that's going on here. So yeah, it was crazy. I mean, she was trying to talk about like opening up a shop. She was getting really emotional and things like that. And Cesar was just exposing everything. Like, you know what? At the end of the day, these people don't even like you. She don't like you. She don't like you. I think he might have, I'm trying to remember who he points to. So I know he definitely pointed to Vanity. I think he points to Crystal and Spyder, but I'm not sure about the other two. But I know it was definitely Vanity. And she was trying to like, you know, say, hold on, wait a minute. Like, but the reason why he said that is because she did complain about her. But it was many months ago. But regardless of the fact, you did, you know. And it was nothing. And being a boss, you know, there is no HR because Sky's gone. But, you know, being a boss, you're supposed to be, if somebody tells you something in confidence, you're not supposed to, when you're upset, like, this is more like the hood than an actual business. You know what I mean? And that's part of the problem that I see that Cesar has always had. Now, they all went out to chill and have drinks. They did like other activities throughout the day. I'm not going to really get into too much of that. You know, they did some tattoo competitions, which nobody won. Kind of like the one that they did at the shop where Tatiana, you know, just made them do a whole bunch of tattoos and there was no winner. So once again, they did something like that. Again, no winner. And they all went out later on to like a shop or whatever. Tatiana said she didn't want to drink because, you know, she was able to come out here, so she didn't want to like mess up and drink or anything like that. I'm pretty sure, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, that when you're on probation, you're not able to drink or have alcohol. You have to get clearance to go on planes. You have to have a certain schedule or, you know, what's that called? You know, you have to have pretty much like a schedule. So, and they have to know when you're coming back and things like that. You have a certain time that you're supposed to be back home. So I don't think it was that she didn't want to drink. I think it was more so she couldn't if she wanted to, you know, and if she does something on camera, then it's pretty much she can go back to jail, you know? So I think that was more so her motivation, not just, I want to be sober. No, girl. No, you ain't fooling nobody. We done seen you be the drunken one of the crew for many, many years. So, girl, stop trying to act like you don't elevate it. Because, baby. Now, Vanity and Crystal, they was kind of throwing shade and stuff, a little something, asking Nichelle and Drea who invited them. But that right there was a little shady. And then somebody else was like, oh, they got invited. It was Tati that didn't get invited. So, ooh, strike number one. You know what I'm saying? And she was feeling it, you know? You feel that heat, like, you know, that's when you start being like, like, you're not sure if you're going to blow up just as yet, but you're trying to, like, keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it collected, you know? But she was definitely getting irritated. And I think Crystal had said something about her business or open up her shop or something like that. So at that point, she just, and then they were saying, like, I think Vanity was like, everything is from this particular, this boot camp. It's all riding on this. It doesn't matter what you did before. It matters what happens this week. And then, once again, Tati was feeling like, they try to catch me. They try to throwing darts at me. She was like, you know what? Let me go outside real quick. So young Bay went out with her. Bay encouraged her to kind of speak up, because even though she's saying she doesn't care, she obviously does care. It's affecting her. It's affecting probably her mental health and, probably her body as well, because she's tensing up. So she's like, you know what? Just say what you got to say. Just let it out. And she was like, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it. And I'm like, here we go. I don't know if this was the best time to do it. Maybe she's not drunk, but a lot of other people are. But okay, you feel like it's the right time, go on ahead. So they come back, she addressed them and asked, like, do y'all fuck with me? Like, plain and simple, what's good? What's up? She brought that New York side, like, all right, let me know. Do y'all fuck with me or not? Like, it was real New York, like for real. But anyways, so Vanity, she was starting to get upset, like, you the one who walked away and this and that, and you acted like we weren't friends. Are you though? Like, are you really, really friends? I mean, I don't know what kind of bond they have if they hang out outside, but from the show, it doesn't look like they're super close. It looks like Bay is closer to her. Looks like Bay is always the one advocating for her, going after her, speaking to her. The only thing Vanity did so far was have a scene where she pretty much told her that she wasn't invited, almost like low-key rubbing it in her face. I mean, maybe she was trying to, give her the heads up, but if out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't tell me, I would have still came. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but that was like what was happening there. So, and then Crystal was telling Bae to mind her own business when Bae was trying to say some stuff. So it just became really hectic. It looked like Bae threw a drink at the two of the girls because they was telling Bae to, like, stay out of it and mind her business. But it's like both of y'all is talking right now. Why she can't say something? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Bae said something first, but I feel like Crystal been kind of tag teaming before that. And it's like, why does Crystal not like her? Like, I don't remember them having real issues or problems. Well, I mean, I guess they had little tits here and there back in the past, but it didn't seem like they was having anything recently. But I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of jealousy and just a whole bunch of craziness and animosity when they should just, they should be able to talk it out at the end of the day. And I feel like Cesar was kind of the one that threw the monkey wrench into everything and just kind of like, tiptoed away after he made it so crazy and so tense. So I don't know about y'all, but let me know what y'all think about this episode down below. Of course, looking forward to seeing what's happening in the next one. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one. Later.